Goon Quest is a Dungeons & Dragons role-playing podcast containing both crude and sensitive humor, with occasional references to things like drugs. Content warnings can be found in the description.
Goon Quest.
Hey everyone, welcome to a special episode of Goon Quest where we're going to answer the questions that we got from our Instagram, and we're going to go through those hopefully as quickly as possible. My name's Jimmy, I'm the Dungeon Master for Goon Quest.
Hello, my name is Joey, I'm from Texas. My favorite color is green.
Me too.
Is it really?
Same.
It's one of my favorites.
It's a good color.
Just the W.
Green like money, like weed.
I'm Jayden. I don't have any fun facts because we weren't told we had to do them, and that's my fun fact.
Okay.
Lame. Hi, my name's Alec. My fun fact is I can put my leg behind my head.
Prove it.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Prove it right now.
Shit.
We'll describe it.
Oh,
Shit! Describing it into a mic.
He
They
can't.
can't see
he
it, but
can't.
he can.
He can't do
He
it.
is in pain.
No, sorry. Yeah, no, he can't actually do it.
That was impressive. No warm up, just like
Yeah, it was just
boom.
Just
right.
fucking went for it. Okay.
He's gonna be sore for.
Yeah,
a day.
probably.
That was badass.
Just like Adras, he can put his head behind his head. Or put behind his head.
Oh, I'm Sam. I'm also from Texas, and my fun fact is that an hour before we started recording today, I was kayaking.
Oh, damn, that's
that's
cool.
Hell yeah. Wake up early.
Hey, it's me, James. And my fun fact about myself is I have a really hard time keeping a straight face when I introduce my character for some reason. Like at the start of every episode, there's like 20 different takes of me going, I'm a level 3 ranger. And you're not even level 3. Yeah, it's great.
He is level.
Well,
I
he's
have
a level
one
3
more
ranger,
fun
though.
fact for you guys, a surprise one even.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Well.
surprise fun fact for you is that I've noticed we can't, a fun fact for our whole group is we can't transition from one person to the next when we're introducing ourselves.
Not really.
This wasn't off the cuff. We did fine when we
Off the
normally
cuff?
play. This was off the cuff. Nobody was prepared.
I didn't know we were giving fun facts.
Exactly.
Off the
Yeah.
cuff, raw goonage.
I do just put them on the spot for fun facts. That's
No
on,
protection.
Yeah, that's for me.
Protection, straight up.
Okay, guys, so we're going to go through a
Blistering.
couple questions right now, and I need you to give everyone listening your just most honest answer about this. If you feel like you know the answer to the question, just go ahead and chime in. We'll spitball through these because I think there's like 11 of them or 12.
Oh boy.
Let's hit it.
Thanks,
Okay,
guys.
We'll hit it right off the rails here, guys. Why are you so goonish?
Because we're fucking gooning.
I mean,
It's the goon sesh.
It's in our blood.
It all started on the day of my birth, when the great green goon came down from the sky and went,
that happened to you too?
yeah, all right?
Wait,
It happened to me too.
Guys,
What?
Guys, we were all born under a goon moon? Holy shit.
I heard yesterday it was a goon moon.
Whoa.
I know
man.
for Borovic in particular, it's a combination of his low intelligence score and his super high radical score.
Yeah.
Whoa.
It is weird that when you guys all rolled stats for radical, you all rolled 69.
I know.
Nice. I know. It was rad.
Like weed.
Like the weed number.
I actually rolled 42.0, like the sex number.
Let's move into the next question. This one you'll have to take turns answering. And I don't get to, unfortunately, because you'll see.
Nobody cares about your shit, James.
That's why. That's why I don't get to answer. What are all of the characters' favorite books?
Everyone say bookie.
Yeah.
Okay,
I just would hate to see him go.
what are your guys' favorite, your characters' favorite books?
Bookie, of course, for Plato.
Ithquant's favorite book is that he actually doesn't have one because his culture is based off of oral traditions. So they don't write any he learned how to read because it was important to being the head of the clan and communicating with other people, but they don't have any like written stories and whatnot. So they're all oral. So he
it's
doesn't have
only
any books.
passed around and
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
in memory and stuff.
Well,
Yeah,
then
it's-
what's your favorite story possessed orally or passed orally? Possessed? What the fuck? Passed
It
orally.
would probably be the Legend of Torin.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Orally.
Yeah, and how the Legend of Torin, and you know how the Doomwing granted him power to, save the world, basically.
Yeah, no, how he got all this power from the Doomwing too.
Yeah.
Awesome.
For Adras, they don't really have a whole lot of books at the Order. Again, it's mostly like spoken teaching. But there is one book that did teach him how to read. It was written entirely in cursive called Master Shogo's Punch. Quite interesting read if you get
Did
the
you get
chance.
that from the Scholastics Book Fair?
Actually, the Shadow Elastic Book Fair.
Oh,
it's a different
okay.
thing.
Oh, okay.
Everyone there wears significant amounts of eyeliner and way too many belts.
Yeah, it's just like a hot topic for
Basically.
Scholastic Book Fair.
Exactly.
Borovic can't read.
What's his
But
favorite book, though?
His favorite book currently is Bookie because it's the first book he hasn't had to actually try to read.
Oh, that's fair, yeah. Since Bookie often conveys the information to you.
Yeah, like some people like picture books. He's like an audiobook. He's a legitimately an audiobook.
Yeah. And beforehand, it was for Borovic, it was one of those pop-up picture books.
But his favorite story he was ever told was Squirt and the Goat Boys.
Voralden's favorite book, growing up with two parents that were librarians, he really liked The Count of Cristomonte, which is a fictional story written by some author. I don't know where, honestly.
Does he like the sandwich, too?
No, he's never had
Does he
one.
like the Christy Monto?
He likes the political intrigue, even though he hates political intrigue. It's like, but when it's fiction, he's like, okay, yeah.
When it doesn't stress you out because it's fiction.
Yeah.
Man, that's that's way too... Man, Voralden is just a real person. He just has real struggles.
It's like,
I
the
wouldn't
second...
call it political intrigue.
And then, he's going to go to Ord, and it's going to be like, oh, fuck.
Oh, political intrigue. I don't like that book anymore. Okay, what are your guys' favorite classes?
Ooh.
Easy.
Go ahead.
Okay, so the greatest class in all of Dungeons and Dragons is Wild Magic Sorcerer, because my greatest strategy is random bullshit go, and like you get yourself like a homebrew, a million option chart for Wild Magic, and you just start slinging spells. It's beauty.
I think I'd agree with that. I think that's like the most like, because you never know. I think it's cool.
It's like I shoot a fireball, now a meteor's crashing into the planet.
Yeah.
I
like that. It like gives you like you think you're gonna do something, and then it gives you another thing to work off of.
yeah, it's great.
Barbarian. No thoughts, just rage. Smack the shit out of them. It's amazing.
Okay.
That's also really fair. That's another good point. Shit. Okay, I changed my mind.
Are you just gonna do that for everyone's
Yeah,
pick?
everybody's going to jump to the next class.
Samuel, what's your favorite class?
Man, I'm gonna have to second Barbarian for the exact same reason. I am growing to love being a spellcaster now, but I mean, Jayden can attest to the fact that it's super hard for me to remember all the things that I can do and when to do them and how to do them and how many times I can do them.
Good.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that, but it's been a learning process. But it's becoming a lot of fun, but it started out rough.
It really works in character too.
But I still swing a hammer a lot for a spellcaster.
It's okay. That's
so-
the kind of spellcaster you are.
Yeah, you're a swing hammer spellcaster. All right, Jane, what do you got?
Jayden has many convoluted answers, but to simplify that, Jayden's going to begrudgingly pick Sorcerer because despite the fact that he hates them, and he thinks they're arguably the worst class in all of D&D.
And I don't take that personally.
No, that's nothing to do with Borovic. Jayden really hates sorcerers. They're so bad. They're so
But it's
bad.
still his favorite.
But it's still his favorite goddamn class for no goddamn reason.
You like dragons, don't you?
Yeah, but then I could like Ranger or for Drake Warden or even Monk, and I'm a big fan of all the classes in D&D. I think they're all phenomenal. But
Not the sorcerer.
You like
Come back to
sorcerers,
toxic
don't you,
relationship.
Jaden?
yeah, exactly.
Sorcerer's like, "Get over
every
here,
time I
bitch,"
go
and
to
you're
make
like,
a
"Yes,
character,
daddy."
every time I go to make a character, I'm like, what should I play? And Sorcerer's calling me. He's like, you want to play me? And I'm like, but you're so bad. It hurts me.
So what?
Sorcerers over here, like, say I'm a little fat girl.
Guys, so you know my favorite class is cleric. I'll just leave it at that.
Classic Jimmy.
Or rogue.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was expecting the rogue option.
It is like it was originally rogue. It slowly became a cleric though, just because I love all the options that clerics get. I love the interaction, the idea of an interaction with an entity that is like supposed to be all powerful. I don't, which also goes to the polar opposite of just like not a big fan of warlocks, but I don't
Why
like
don't you like Warlock?
I don't know. I like the idea that clerics are connected to like the deity, but I don't like the otherworldly being. It's just like that's just a tie. It's basically the same thing to me.
I think it's a bit different
It just
because
feels like a riff off of it. It's not a big deal. It's just a hot take.
it is a hot take. Joey, what's your actual favorite class?
I think it's either I like barbarian, like for the reason Alex said. I just get to swing and not think too much during combat, and then I like wild magic sorcerer because, for the same reason. I like the chaotic nature of it. I think it's cool to.
Funny.
Yeah, it's funny. You never. I mean,
I could list off probably 5 reasons why I love each class, but which one's your favorite?
I think that one. I think one of those two.
I will say, as a DM, have player at the table. Best class I like to have, though. I do like to have a warlock at the table.
They're fun.
Well, yeah, because you get to fuck with them.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, and also, I think the biggest difference between a cleric and a warlock is a warlock's bond between his patron is much closer than a cleric's with their god.
Yeah, we did play another campaign where you played a warlock for a long time. And
Oh, well, I mean, that too, but I
we
just
had 2
like in
warlocks
general.
at the table.
They're both vastly different characters.
Oh yeah, there's
I
some
think.
good
I
diversity.
mean, again,
get
you
with them.
character building is a very beautiful process.
Wait, I take
that-
all of my stuff back about warlock. I don't like the artificer. Sorry, back to it.
That's
Oh
fair.
yeah,
Yep,
there it
you guys
is.
know
I see
don't.
it.
You guys know I don't. Yep.
I want to make a gun.
I forgot they existed.
Why don't you like them?
Artificers are your thing.
I want to make a
thought that
gun
was
D&D. I want to make
It
gunpowder.
became
I'm not
a
a-
published class, but
Okay.
It's
my
always
reasoning
been
for
an
not liking
actual
Artificer,
class. It just wasn't in 5e.
My reasoning for not liking Artificer is just solely for the reason of like how high fantasy I like. It's like I like Lord of the Rings style fantasy. I there's a mindset I could get into with technology and stuff, and I'm okay with it there. But like a lot of the campaigns I run are situated in like this
Yeah,
the
but
fantasy worlds I write. Like, but I just
Don't worry.
I don't vibe with them. That's all I can get.
I want to make a gun.
This is awkward. Borvik's had a gun this whole time. Just hasn't used it.
Yeah, let's.
So, anyways, I'm gonna multi-class into Artificer now. Once I get to level 3 Fighter.
We went from what's your favorite class
All
to
right,
hating
let's
on
move-
Artificer.
yeah,
I
let's-
respect that.
Yeah, back on track.
Let's get back on track. Yeah, what do you guys think of the D&D movie?
Good.
Honor
Like
Among Thieves? Question mark?
Yeah, Honor Among Thieves. Oh yeah, which D&D movie?
Yeah.
Oh, well, it
A
was,
ruby
it
the
was good.
size of your fist.
Whoa.
Yeah, it was good. I mean, I think most of us watched it together.
I vibe with that movie.
It's fun.
It was a good time.
I
I
like that they
enjoyed
did the
many
props for most of the
Yeah.
extra races.
Generally,
True.
pro D&D movie all
Yes.
around. I think.
Yeah,
Samuel
there's
did not watch the D&D movie.
What can I say?
He's getting through this conversation.
I didn't want it to get too many ideas in my head.
That's true.
So what do you think of the D&D movie?
I think it was fun. I'm not a huge. I don't know the fine details of D&D, so if there's any like things that don't make sense, like gameplay wise, I wouldn't notice them. But I thought it was fun. I think the characters are cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was,
I think my only complaint is I didn't realize that one tiefling was a tiefling until like halfway through the movie.
They should say it pretty early on, I think.
yeah.
But I'm a dumbass.
Okay.
I think the first time
I
I
saw
watched it, I barely noticed. I missed the line, then barely noticed.
It was one of those. They're like a skin colored tiefling, and I was like, oh, they're an elf, and
They have horns.
maybe they're just like a wood elf with like a crown of something. Is what I was thinking.
I could see the mistake.
With a
It sounds like
crown?
our one complaint about the movie is it does not cater to dumbasses.
Correct.
Anyways.
Yeah, and this is D&D. We're
And
all dumbasses.
Yeah. Look, I need my tieflings to be a big neon color so I can go tiefling.
Oh, I also thought the attunement process was way different than I thought it would go. I thought that was really creative and
Oh,
different.
attunement was really cool.
yeah,
in that
I did
movie.
not.
Yeah.
That's something I probably would never have thought of.
That's
would be
something
the
I would
attunement
love
process.
to do, but the idea of doing that for every fucking magical item
Yeah.
you need to attune to sounds like a lot of time.
In
I
practical,
feel like it would only
for gameplay
apply to
wise.
magic items that like you don't meet the prerequisites for.
That's a cool idea if you don't meet the prerequisites.
Because like you probably put on you try to attune to the paladin sword, right? You're not a paladin. It's like the fuck you think you're doing? Get the fuck no, and it just burns your hand or some shit.
yeah.
No,
It'd be cool if like you could then circumvent that and then get to use it even though you normally couldn't. That's
Maybe.
a cool idea.
as somebody who enjoys the Forgotten Realms lore and cares deeply about the game and the franchise, I don't know, whatever you'd call it.
Yeah.
It held up pretty well. I will stand by that the owlbear thing was bullshit. And weirdly enough, my only biggest begrudge was the statement they made about it because they're wrong. Thank you.
Okay. And welcome. Thank you for my
Oh,
TED Talk.
also, they introduced a new word to the Draconic Dictionary, so that's cool.
Jansky.
Jankly.
Jankly.
It's the coolest word.
It's the coolest word ever, though.
Just means thanks.
Okay, let's get to our first question for an individual player here. When Voralden got a rash from the gibbering mouther,
Yeah.
why did he think any kind of rash is not a big deal?
Well, because like you walk through poison ivy and it's like, oh, it's poison ivy, right? That's a forest thing.
Right, but that's a big deal.
Yeah, but you just slap some shit on it and it'll be fine eventually.
Yeah, but you didn't do that.
To be fair, he's not your average bear. This isn't some commoner who got a rash. This is a guy who's like
This is
been
a guy
in the
who lives in the
weeds.
forest.
Yeah.
And I guess by definition, Voralden is also just a normal dude, by all things considered.
This
Maybe
man
a lot
slaughters
faster and
family.
stuff.
Yeah, but there's a difference between like me and like a fucking Navy SEAL. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's like the most badass, like quote unquote normal dude.
The amount of innocent people that this guy's killed.
We don't talk
Insane.
about that.
It's somewhat traumatizing, even.
Yeah. A little.
So you think a rash is going to throw him for a loop?
That's a good one.
I guess the logical
Loses his
answer is
limb
that
because he
he has
ignores
dealt
his
with
thigh.
so much bullshit that a rash couldn't
Yeah.
be.
Yeah, it's
Short
like
answer, he ain't no fucking bitch, okay?
it's like, oh man, I got a rash. Let me slap some shit on
Yeah.
it.
He's
call
not a
it
fucking
night.
pussy.
But you
some
didn't put any
leaves.
shit on it.
He didn't put
That's
it
because we were going into the fight the next day.
the next day.
No, we weren't.
we went to the
We
race.
started with a race, and you didn't even go to sleep. You had plenty of
Because
time.
I was waiting on the thing.
He had stuff on his mind, people.
I was dealing with some shit, okay?
Yeah, fine detail. He was the,
Not a rash.
The thing.
It was
There was the thing.
All right,
yeah.
let's move on. What is your favorite tabletop RPG? To the people that hear that word and also think like tabletop RPG is like Dungeons and Dragons is a tabletop RPG. 5th edition is one. 4th edition is one. 3.5. Call of Cthulhu. You've got Cyberpunk.
Yeah, I was like, I already got my answer here.
You've got Heroes and Masterminds, and insert a lot of other ones I can not think of at the top. I probably should be able to think of more at the top of my head, but
I do least favorite.
you
It's
can
an
do
easier question.
you can do your favorite and then least favorite if you'd
Sure.
like. Sure, there was no question for it. All right, Joey, let's go.
Yeah. I think long term wise, I think 5th edition is my favorite. What was the other one? Did we play 3.5 or something?
We
And
played
second
3.5.
edition.
And second.
We played 2nd edition for like a couple sessions, right? 3.5
Yeah.
was long. So
we played
more
3.5 once.
Yeah, we played more
Okay,
second
so-
edition than 3.5.
okay, so I think 2nd edition is cool in a different way. Like I think that it's like I kind of enjoyed that your character could really legitimately just die
Get
at
fucked.
any given moment. Like
yeah.
we were dying constantly, and I think that's like fun in a different way. But I think overall, I think 5e is funner for me.
Yeah, like I went through 4 characters during that
Yeah.
campaign, and it lasted like 6 sessions.
Yeah, it wasn't
The
that many
wizard,
sessions.
The wizard nuked me twice.
Yeah. It does create like a cool atmosphere of like, holy shit, like
Did
we're
it?
gonna go into a dungeon, like we really
least
need to
once.
like be prepared and like be like
Yeah.
on our toes.
Okay.
I think whoever made the little pipe bombs.
Hi.
Yeah, I think he was responsible for the
Okay,
most deaths.
the wizard made the pipe bombs.
Okay,
I made a
whoever-
nail bomb that killed me and Chris.
Yes, I was like,
Okay,
I was
to
like,
be
I feel
fair,
like-
The wizard
friendly
also-
fire.
To be fair,
Sorry, the wizard nuked me once. The rogue nuked me the other time.
I was like, I remember, the wizard never killed anyone with his spells.
Yes.
He might have made things that other people used and killed people,
Yes.
All right, Jayden, hit me up. What's your
but oh fuck. Do we want to go with people who are gonna have simple
Well,
answers?
So we get
'cause-
through these rather a little quicker. Let's just try to
all
simplify
right.
them off a little.
My least favorite tabletop RPG is the Avatar: The Last Airbender tabletop RPG. I hate it. It's actually awful. But that's just for me. I'm sure other people would enjoy it if they don't want to like use numbers or anything.
Yeah.
Play make believe. My favorite one
Oh, I wonder what we're doing now.
with numbers though. My favorite one. I really like 3.5 D&D. Oh, fine. You wanted a short answer. It's second edition Pathfinder, and you don't get to know why
Okay.
because we need to be fast.
That's okay. That's okay. I trust you. You just tell me after the session why.
But you're not the one asking the question.
I know.
5th edition D&D, because that's really the main one I've played and actually enjoyed. 2nd edition and 3.5 are both fun, but 3.5 is just a lot of math. I'd want to play Warhammer Fantasy role-playing, one of those editions, but I don't think I can convince enough people to do it. And also, specifically, I don't think enough people have gone several months without taking a shower to actually play the RPG for that. True. But, yeah.
All right, Samuel.
My favorite's the Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Yeah.
God damn it.
What's your favorite part about it?
The part where they're bending.
How does that work again in the game?
They bend elements.
Yeah, how does that work in the game again?
It's where you got the
You got the bit.
powers.
All right.
What powers?
We're short on time. We're
Yeah,
gonna
we're
speed this
short on
along.
time.
Yeah.
All right. We know that's your favorite. Samuel, what's your least favorite?
My least favorite. Which one's this one again?
Fifth edition.
This is 5th edition.
This is 3.5.
All right, for real answer, 5th edition my favorite because it's the only one I've ever done,
Okay.
and I haven't done another one, so I don't have a least favorite.
All right. We'll fix that at
Well,
some point.
5th edition has to be your least favorite because
Oh, I guess it is
doesn't live up to Avatar.
That's true.
All right, Chris.
My favorite is Cyberpunk 2020, which is 2nd edition. Trying to start a campaign on that on the side, but
Could we also upload that to Goon Quest?
that's.
to
I guess
record
that's a Jimmy call slash. We would
Can
have to
we
record
just borrow
a
your
call.
room?
It's Punk Quest.
It's
got keys to the house,
Tuesday
like-
nights when I want to sleep.
Yeah, it was
Oh,
like.
oh, you,
I think
you
the
could
big
just be
problem
like,
is
hey,
scheduling.
I'm gonna be like I'm gonna be out on a date or something, and we'd be like, all right, cool. And so we just borrow the room while you're not home.
We just break into your house.
Oh, Chris
Right
has
in my
keys.
house, and yeah.
I do have keys. My least favorite, I don't. For the sake of Final Fantasy 14, the tabletop RPG.
It's not even
game.
out yet.
It's not out yet, but I have beef.
because if it was out, then I'd probably be like, that one might be my favorite, but I don't know yet.
I'm beefing.
Pathfinder does a
because
really
it's-
good.
I'm beefing because it's based on an MMO, and I'm waiting for the roll 5 D100s to determine
It's based
damage.
on Final Fantasy. That's enough to warrant 5 D100s to determine damage.
Fair.
Okay.
That is all.
I'll end mine very quickly. I think my favorite edition is probably a good split between 2nd AD&D and 5th edition. 5th edition for the point of narrative purposes. 2nd AD&D for the point of I just liked how simple combat was and stuff. It went very fast back then. Nowadays it can take a bit. But I definitely like some of the more like roleplay opportunities in 5th edition that are, I mean, it's however you tell the story too, which is a factor. But least favorite, I'll keep mine simple as well as all into Dungeons and Dragons just to be really hating on this game too. My least favorite edition is probably 4th edition D&D because I do not like superpower characters like that.
Wow.
game.
Not even-
However,
What a hot take.
yeah, we'll just get past that.
That's kind of a hot take. There's actual reasons to hate 4th edition,
Yeah,
like as a system.
Yeah.
exactly.
And it we'll move on to the next question. What the audio? Question mark.
What the audio?
We're learning, man.
I mean,
I
hey,
don't know.
sometimes
The audio
I don't know
is
the context of this
MP3. We use
What the audio?
dialogue.
Oh.
Dialogue?
My
No,
mouth?
digital. We use digital audio,
Yeah.
not analog.
Yeah,
Um,
my mouth.
Oh, is like a technical question?
I
I mean, we use
I do
mics.
not know.
We use things.
all right. Whoever asked
Confused.
what the audio? Yes.
feel free to elaborate.
Yes, the audio.
Feel free to unelaborate.
Yeah.
Simplify.
Make it
that.
more obscure.
Simplify.
I'm
getting
too
too
dumb.
specific.
All right, guys, we're good to the next question. Can you list all 17 creature types right
Yes.
now without looking them up?
Okay.
God damn it.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I can't.
Humanoid, dragon, celestial, fiend, undead, fae, aberration, monstrous, ooze, beast. That's 10. We'll get our 17 extra ones. Gribber grabber, alien, goon, elemental. That's creature type. Three more. Did I say I said undead, right?
Did you
Yes.
say
Did you say ooze?
I did
You
say
did say
ooze.
ooze.
Celestial? You got Celestial?
I already got celestial.
Giant?
I didn't get giant. That's one. We already said humanoid. That's what I opened with. Chris not helping.
Underground.
Exactly.
Underground ones. Dark ones.
Construct. There we go. There's one more.
You said aberration, right?
Yeah, I got aberration.
Monstrosity?
We already
No,
got
it's a
monstrosity.
Okay.
Undead, fiend,
Fae.
fae. We already got fae.
Wormy ones.
Dragon.
good
we
guess.
got. We did get dragon, right? I was like the second one.
Arboreal.
That's a forest.
Plant.
Nocturnal.
Yeah, plant. There we go. That's the last one.
All right, we got them all.
Yes.
The answer is yes.
I struggled with
Guys,
three
I
of
think this
them.
was a trick question. It says, can you? We should have just said yes.
Oh,
Damn it.
Shit.
hold on. I just wanted to flex. I mean, look, people
that was
doubted
pretty
that
impressive.
I don't. It's like what? I struggled with 3 of them. I got the rest.
Yeah.
All right. What homebrew rules do you guys use? Oh, fuck. Let's go through this real
Small
quick.
feats.
Small feats, which are just basically small little abilities that make life easier for the players, like
Goon
drinking
feats.
potions as bonus actions and cleaving through monsters.
2 custom subclasses and a UA subclass,
Yes.
along with a fuck ton of other just small things.
Yeah, bonus small weapons, a different wild magic table,
A 2 unique feats.
2 unique feats. There might be 3.
Homebrew
One,
monsters.
well, because whip and then pusher.
We'll probably include all of this
Homebrew
stuff
monsters,
in the Goon Quest-ions
additional
as well.
creature types. All of
luck
those weapons.
rolls.
3 additional
Yeah, we have
creature
the luck
types.
rolls. We also each character has a unique skill because of silliness.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, so every character has another skill added to their skills. Like
I have good weapon.
Plato's specific one is he's just chess. I think it was just chess.
No,
What is
Yeah.
your skill?
Yeah, he's a grandmaster of chess.
Oh, yeah, he's Grandmaster chess. He knows all things chess, not just playing the game. He knows things chess.
Boravik's is rock, right?
Rock.
Really good
Yeah.
eye for rocks.
Vibe check is
Vibe check.
Natural drugs.
And then mine was good weapon.
Yeah,
I can tell
you
if
can
a
find good
thing
weapons.
is
like
a good
that,
weapon.
Good rock. Okay, this is one I saw that I thought was going to be interesting. Will we ever get a crud arc?
Crud art.
Cruddark?
A full crud
I mean, that's up
arc?
to the DM.
I think.
Like,
I think
Hear me
after
out.
this campaign ends, some time has passed, and then when we get back and we're like, "Oh, we're starting a new campaign," someone's gonna come up and be like, "Hey, can I play Crud?"
hear me out. If Boravik dies,
Oh, he
plays crud.
God.
It's his spiritual successor.
It's got a he's already got my hammer.
He's got
Or if
eight-
someone else,
yeah.
wants to take
See,
it too.
I was thinking along the lines of like a Christmas thing. We do
that also
something with
works.
like
A
crud.
very cruddy Christmas.
very cruddy Christmas.
It's Crudmas.
Crudmas.
That's perfect.
Freeze the day.
So,
yes.
yeah,
The answer is yes.
Only your characters know about crudness and no one else does, and you have to teach it to the world.
There's no other scenario where I'm hyped up about crud, but I'm fired up right now, dude.
We got to spread the spirit of crud.
Would you kill Crud if he had BDE on him and he wasn't giving?
Funny, the question they asked was literally like, "Will you give? Will we ever get a crud arc?" And it has a little sad face emoji. It's like, well, we have to have a crud arc.
We feel
now.
the same way.
Crud one shot. We all play crud.
We all play.
You all have to play a
Everybody's
different
crud.
aspect of crud in his mind.
Yeah, different parts
hold
of Crud's personality.
Everybody's Crud.
Everyone is crud.
That's a good, yeah.
We're all crud.
Like the classic game, everyone is John.
But we're all Crud.
Okay. Oh, okay. This is a question for everyone. Why did you guys think it was smart to leave Crud alone with the cart when you guys went to the tavern?
First of all, he wasn't alone. He had five unseen servants.
With bells.
With bells. An alarm
a
system.
bell.
A bell.
And 2, we needed someone to guard the cart who was smarter than the unseen servants.
And he had a hammer.
and I think we all had
And
to
we
be
all
accounted
had to
for.
go there.
Yeah.
So it was either leave the cart unguarded, with the exception of unseen servants, or leave the cart guarded with unseen servants.
He had Secret Service on his hands, dude. I think he was fine.
Like,
And he did a great job, all things considered, I
Right.
think.
It's crud. Like, come on.
It's crud.
how are we supposed to know an ooze monster was just going to come and fuck shit up?
That's fair. That's fair. Okay,
crud
let's
shit
end on a good note. I don't know why I said that before asking this question.
You know, what's the question?
Hey, Boravik, are Boravik's parents dead?
Which
His
ones?
adopted parents?
It doesn't clarify.
Both.
Yes, probably.
Okay.
Perhaps.
Adopted
As
for
far as
regular ones.
Boravik's aware.
Let's give an answer for both of them. Adopted parents.
Adopted parents, I'm going to say it's safe to assume they are dead.
Okay.
Real parents, I have no fucking clue. I didn't know I had real parents until with a K.
Understandable. Okay. That gets us through all of our questions.
I have one more question I'd like to propose. This
Okay.
one is for the audience.
Oh.
What is your social security number? What is your address? What was the name of your first pet?
Oh, there.
Will you
Who
send
was your
us-
favorite teacher in high school?
Yeah, the first 6 answers, sorry.
What's your credit card number?
All right, guys. That's what we're going to call this. We're going to
What's
call
your
this.
address?
Good job. You answered all the questions.
Thank you for the
This
question.
isn't fair. You can't ask me questions and not let me go in depth on my answers.
We started off in depth and started answering more than the questions asked.
And then you got to start going rapid fire.
Yeah, then we had to cut into rapid fire
What
questions.
questions were we answering that were more than questions we asked?
All of them.
What's your favorite system?
Social security number?
What's your favorite social security?
We didn't answer what?
My social security.
Yeah, this one gets me
Because you went into our
tons
least
of
favorites
answers.
as well.
Well, because I asked if we could, because that one's easier. I can write that one because like I love Pathfinder 2 because it has very good dragon classes. But on the other hand, there's
All right, guys, let's close out here. Thank you for listening to this podcast.
Goon.
we will see you the next time we post because I don't know when I'm uploading this specific.
Yeah,
set
I think
of
this
audio.
comes out on Christmas, right?
This
is a Christmas special?
No, it's not.
Is
but
this gonna come out like when like King Charles dies?
maybe? I don't know. We're a little ahead. We're definitely a little ahead. All right. Bye, people.
Deuces.
Bye. Thank you for support.
It's supposed to come out in the year 2024.
Wait, guys, it was supposed to come out middle of September.
Do you remember?